A very different head as we do know the developments currently taking place in the Northwest province, and they continue to unfold. But it remains to be seen what the premier in that province, Supra Mahumapelo's fate is in terms of what has been happening, of course, this week. So let's just have a conversation now with Dr. Snuki Zikalala. He is the president of the African National Congress Veterans League. Dr. Zikalala, good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming through.
Morning live viewers.
Thank you so much indeed. It's good to see you. But what do you make of the events currently taking place in Bophirima?
Well, we with us, especially as the Veterans League and as the ANC, were saddened with the unfolding developments in the Northwest. We thought that the Premier would have resigned by now, and an interim structure should be in place. And apparently he's flip-flopping. He's not interested in leaving graciously. And we urge, especially on the ANC National Executive Committee, to speed up the matter, because the situation cannot go unabated as it is now, because it's saddened us that service delivery has been affected. We are also happy that the Interministerial Committee has concluded its work in Northwest. We'll soon have the report. And what is important for us is stability in the Northwest. We want to rebuild the structures of the ANC. We are heading towards 2019 elections, and we cannot go on like this with parallel branches, structures not functioning, service delivery being poor, hospital service for patients not being attended to. We, as Veterans League, we plead with especially the President of the country to ensure that the Premier resigns as soon as possible, and secondly that the whole PEC, the Provincial Executive Committee, must resign as well, because as in the ANC, we believe in what you call collective leadership.
But there seems to be some confusion, because the Premier was here, the SABC News, 2 days ago, saying that the next day by midday, I will no longer be the Premier of the Northwest province. The next day, a meeting with the PEC, and the PEC holding a media briefing, basically saying, no, he's going nowhere. What are you gathering, Dr. Zikalala? Because South Africans were of the view that President Cyril Ramaphosa would have acted on this when he cut short his trip from the United Kingdom.
Well, the President acted. The President met with the Premier and requested him to step down, because that was a resolution of the National Working Committee.
All right, so the President did request the Premier to step down, because basically the PEC was saying no.
No, he requested him because that was a resolution of the National Working Committee, that he should step down. If he doesn't, he'll be recalled. And so I think he agreed. That's what I'm told, he agreed. But now the flip-flop that is happening, it really it causes confusion. So
the PSC has defied the President
and the
ANC.
Total defiance, and cannot be accepted. Cannot be accepted by the NEC. It cannot be accepted by ordinary people, especially in the Northwest. The Veterans League states it very clearly that the Premier should leave as soon as possible, and also the PEC, because if the PEC allows him to dictate times to them, it should not be allowed. It's not about the Premier, it's not about the PEC, it's about the people of Northwest.
Yeah, and you say that a decision was taken by the NEC for the Premier to leave, but we've also had the party's Deputy Secretary General, Jesse Duarte, saying no decision was made. What's the position of the National Working Committee in this whole matter?
The National Working Committee made a proposal to the top 6 of the officials that the Premier should be requested to resign, number one. Number two, if it doesn't, he should be recalled. That's the decision of the National Working Committee. There is no any other decision. And so the President and the top 6, they met with the Premier, and so that was agreed upon. And so that is why he agreed that he will resign. And today, in the afternoon, he decided not to. And the PEC supported him. And so we are saying that's defiance. That cannot happen. That is why we are saying that the PEC must be held accountable for what is happening in Northwest, not only the Premier. The question of disruptions, the question of lack of service delivery, the question of looting of state assets. The PEC must be held accountable for all that, not one person. It's not about Supra Mahumapelo, but it's about the plight of the poor people in Northwest. It cannot go on like this.
So what happens going forward? Have you heard anything from the National Working Committee or the NEC of the ANC regarding this matter, also after the PEC defied their decision?
We have not had any communication from the top 6. There's no planned meeting of the National Working Committee as such, but we know that there's a scheduled meeting of the ANC, NEC from the 26th of May to the 28th. That matter will be thoroughly discussed, and I think it will be resolved. But that is too far. especially for people of the Northwest. They cannot wait that long. The sooner that the president takes action and puts his foot on the ground and ensure that the stability in Northwest, the better for us as the veterans, because we cannot go on like this forever.
Yeah, but surely, Dr. Zikalala, it looks like there are divisions within the ANC in the Northwest itself. We've seen many people coming out in support of Supra Mahumapelo saying that if he goes, it means no vote for the ANC next year.
No, not really, not really. I assume that there have been a lot of parallel structures. The people have been bought, I would say, to demonstrate on his behalf. There are people who are saying that Comrade Supra and the PEC must go. We as Veterans League, we believe in that. We believe in putting proper, solid structures that will make sure that we win 2019 elections. It's all about ensuring that the stability, that the people of Northwest still go back and believe in the ANC, what it stood for, and to ensure that we protect the values and the traditions of the ANC in the Northwest. And so what we are saying is that those who are demonstrating for him or not for him, when there's the stability, when there's a PTT, that is a Provincial Interim Task Team, that is led by ANC veterans to ensure that credible people with impeccable credentials are at the leadership of the ANC, definitely will have victory 2019.
Yeah, and the Premier himself, of course, coming out saying that there is a political plot against him, and of course the announcement that he made that he will take aggressive legal steps against those who've sort of, been dragging his name in the mud. What do you make of that? Because you say that there's a group of people who've been bought to demonstrate in his favor.
Yeah, well, the Premier has got the right to do that. We live in a constitutional democracy. That's what we fought for. If there are people who are sending spurious allegations against him, he's got the right to do that. But the only thing that we want him to do, together with the PEC, they must step down, let the PTTs take shape, and let people in Northwest live their daily lives as they want to.
But do you think he will step down? I mean, he's appointed Wendy Nelson as the acting premier of the province, and of course, this is not sitting well with some of the alliance partners, saying that this is a very close ally of him.
Yeah, that is why we're saying that he's got no... The ANC is not his ANC. This is a people's organization. And he's just a small pawn within the ANC itself. And so we are saying that it's not about him, it's about the people of the Northwest. We are saying that definitely he will step down. We want the PEC itself to be dissolved. A PTT led by ANC veterans should be in place, and so that we prepare for 2019 local government elections.
All right, Dr. Zikalala, we'll leave it at that for now. This, of course, is a developing story. Thank you so much for coming through. All right, thank you so much to Dr. Snuki Zikalala. He is the president of the African National Congress Veterans League, talking to us about the league's perceptions on the current developments in the Northwest province. All right, we're taking a quick break.